News Channel 15 presents The Film Reel, the talk show where we discuss everything going on in the world of movies and television, with hosts Bryce West and John Freeland. This is The Film Reel. Hello and welcome into The Film Reel, the talk show here on News Channel 15, where we discuss everything going on in the world of movies and television. I'm your host, Bryce West, alongside John Freeland. This is our second to last episode together, John.
It is. Are you excited to finally get rid of me?
I am. No, there's only 2 episodes left this season, and so we gotta make sure to go out with a bang. So next week we will be having a special 1-hour finale of The Film Reel to kind of commemorate it all. It's also the 50th episode, which is kind of crazy as well. We're ending on episode 50. That's really cool. But yeah, definitely be sure to stay tuned for that next week. But as for this week, we're going to get things started with the box office report.
Coming in at number 5 is Raya and the Last Dragon star Kelly Marie Tran and Awkwafina. In a realm known as Kamandra, a reimagined Earth inhabited by an ancient civilization, a warrior named Raya has determined to find the last dragon. The film brought in $1.7 million, dropping 9.4% from last weekend. For The Film Reel, I'm Drew Poughton.
Coming in at number 4 is Nobody, starring Bob Odenkirk. A bystander who intervenes to help a woman being harassed by a group of men becomes the target of a vengeful drug lord. The film brought in $1.7 million, dropping 30.3% from last weekend. For The Film Reel, I'm Jonathan Cripps.
Coming in at number 3 is Godzilla vs. Kong, starring Alexander Skarsgård and Millie Bobby Brown. The epic next chapter in the cinematic monsterverse pits 2 of the greatest icons in motion picture history against one another, the fearsome Godzilla and the mighty Kong, with humanity caught in the balance. The film brought in $4.3 million, dropping 45.3% from last weekend. For The Film Reel, I'm Eli Grimes.
Coming in at number 2 is Demon Slayer the movie, Mugen Train starring Zach Aguilar. After his family was brutally murdered and his sister turned into a demon, Tanjiro Kamato's journey as a demon slayer began. Tanjiro and his comrades embark on a new mission aboard the Mugen Train, on track to despair. The film opened with $21 million. For The Film Reel, I'm Mallory Burton.
Coming in at number 1 is Mortal Kombat starring Louis Tan, Jessica McName, and Josh Lawson. MMA fighter Cole Young seeks out Earth's greatest champions in order to stand against the enemies of the Outworld in a high-stakes battle for the universe. The film opened with $23 million. For The Film Reel, I'm Branson Beard.
For those watching at home, John was literally over here with his ears covered and eyes shut for that Demon Slayer segment there.
It's a good show.
You're really worried about those spoilers. Well, what are you worried about getting spoiled? It's just a trailer, right?
It will show all the characters that end up living throughout the show, because like a lot of characters I hear die. So I don't want to see the ones that actually live, because it's suspenseful.
Well, spoiler alert: the main character does live. I do.
Wow.
Think. So very. But so we got an anime movie in the top 2. I mean, that was unexpected, and it came close to Mortal Kombat, a AAA blockbuster film. So Mortal Kombat opened with $23.3 million. So not really anywhere close to Godzilla vs. Kong, which is a little surprising, but not really. I mean, obviously Godzilla vs. Kong, we were expecting that to be huge. And Mortal Kombat, usually video game movies don't really tend to do all that great.
Yeah, especially the last Mortal Kombat movie.
Well, that was in the 90s. I think it's a little different. But yeah, so Mortal Kombat comes in with $23 million, and Demon Slayer the movie comes in just trailing by $2 million at $21 million. So it came pretty close to being number 1, and I think that would have been a huge shock for the both of us. I don't think, I wasn't even expecting this movie to be I had no idea it was that popular to be in the top 5. So I mean, I guess you're watching the show. What are your thoughts on Demon Slayer making it to number 2?
Well, with how well Demon Slayer did, I expect in the future, there's a couple other movies that are planned to release, which is Jujutsu Kaisen's one, which is another anime, which is my favorite at the moment to watch.
Okay.
That one will probably do even better than Demon Slayer. And then there's the Black Clover movie, which will probably do a little worse because it has like 200 episodes that you have to watch before the movie. So
How many episodes for Demon Slayer?
See, Demon Slayer got Anime of the Year and is like one of the most popular animes like of all time, along with Jujutsu Kaisen, which also just got Anime of the Year this year. Okay. And that one, I think, is only 24 episodes long, so just like Jujutsu Kaisen. So I expect them both to have big
There we
turnouts.
go.
But
Well, we're branching out on the show. I don't think we ever covered anime on the show, but I mean, Demon Slayer pops up out of nowhere at number 2 in the box office, and yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
I did call that.
Yeah. Well,
last
and
week.
it opened in less theaters than any of the ones in the top 5. It only opened in 1,600 theaters.
I know friends
Whereas
who
Mortal
are just
Kombat, Mortal Kombat opened in 3,000 theaters, and Demon Slayer almost beat it.
What I'm mostly surprised is Demon Slayer was first released a week ago, like a week before it releases in Japan. Just like every anime episode is released a week before in Japan.
Okay.
Before they can make the subtitles and everything for it. Although I think this is dubbed.
It is. Yeah,
Okay.
there's a dub version, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's the one in theaters. But I know lots of friends who are going to rewatch the movie. They think it's that good. Basically, the fan base is one that will constantly rewatch things. Although I did not think it was going to do this well because it's quite easy to pirate most anime things online.
What? Who would do such a heinous thing?
That is terrible.
That is illegal for people
Don't
at home.
do
Do
that.
not pirate, especially this show, but any show. But is it even possible to pirate this? I don't know. But
Isn't the show free?
well, I mean, if you
watch
have it
on
on
Facebook?
you could watch it on Facebook, and you could. That hasn't stopped people. I was in a fan series for something, and I found the thing that I was in on some torrent website. Yeah, so somebody pirated a fan series that I was in that is free to watch on YouTube. People will freaking
Pirate anything?
take anything. Yeah, but it's very interesting to see Demon Slayer at number 2. Mortal Kombat, it opened at number 1. It's another one of those simultaneous HBO Max releases, but that's pretty much it. Only 23 million compared to Demon Slayer with Demon Slayer's 21. It came really close. It opened in like half the theaters.
Yeah, I just noticed it only opened in 1,600 compared to the usual 3,000.
Well, to the
not
3,000
usual.
that Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat had. Yeah, so
If
that's interesting.
it opened in enough theaters, I feel like it would have.
If it had more theaters, it
Yeah.
would have been number 1. So
That's crazy.
that is really interesting to see that this anime movie that kind of came out of nowhere, at least for me, because I'm not really in that sort of fan base or whatever, so I wasn't really looking for it. But yeah, Demon Slayer comes in and almost beats Mortal Kombat. That's crazy. And you know, I've been hearing mixed things. I've heard it's kind of cheesy, which I was kind of expecting. I've also heard it's wonderful. So I mean, people keep asking me, "Have you seen Mortal Kombat? Have you seen Mortal Kombat?" So eventually, I'm just gonna have to watch it to get people to be quiet, because people keep asking me if I've seen Mortal Kombat. It's like I hadn't seen Mortal Kombat yesterday, so no, I still haven't seen Mortal Kombat today.
I think they're expecting you to watch it in the 5 minutes before they ask again.
Yeah. But regardless, definitely very interesting numbers. Godzilla vs. Kong, Nobody, Raya, those have all been in the box office in previous episodes. But yeah, very
Raya the Last
interesting.
Dragon did pass up The Unholy to stay in the top 5, though.
Yes, it did. And you know, it's still doing fairly well. 1.7 million there, right at
It
the
almost
end.
passed up Nobody, too.
Yeah, Nobody was pretty
short.
close. Nobody was also 1.7 million. It was only 1,000 shy of going up to number 4. But yeah, definitely interesting numbers nonetheless. I'm excited to see how long Demon Slayer stays. I'm thinking it might just be a 1-week deal and then it's out.
Either 1 week or 2 weeks, unless they open in more theaters. 'Cause
Yeah.
if they end up opening in more theaters, I feel like it could stay a longer time.
So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see next week in the final episode. So with that being said, we're gonna take a quick break, and after this, Kane Jones, former host of the Film Reel, has got his Oscars report coming up.
From broadcasting
to sports,
from filming new shows
to interviews,
from filling the news
to working on projects.
The radio TV program at Wild West Valley College brings you fun and enjoyable work experience. Here you'll gain hands-on experience by working with our news channel, News Channel 15, recording and even broadcasting some of the biggest high school games of the year. New shows like The Film Reel and older shows like Sports Extra. Come be your warrior by setting up an appointment today at 618-262-8641.
News Channel 15 presents Sports Extra, a weekly look at local and area sports. See it Thursday nights at 6:30 on News Channel 15, also posted to our Facebook page. It's Sports Extra.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.
It just takes a moment to spread from one person to another. So how do you break the germ cycle? Wash your hands often and always after coughing, sneezing, handling food, and going to the bathroom. Lather the front, back, and in between for at least 20 seconds. If there's no soap or water available, use a hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol. Regularly disinfect common surfaces, including your phone. These small things can help break the germ cycle.
My favorite thing about Wabash Valley College, it is a tight-knit community. I am very big into having a support system and to having people help me succeed. And being here at a community college, it is, in fact, a community college because we all support each other. We are all here for each other.
Welcome back into the Film Reel. Former co-host of the Film Reel before John was here, Kane Jones is back to give his report on the Oscars, and he will also be joining us next week for the 1-hour season finale of the Film Reel. But yeah, let's just bring it straight to Kane.
Woo! What is going on? Kane Jones here with your Oscars breakdown. I thought last year's Oscars were insane, but they were pre-COVID, and the biggest takeaway from the last Oscars was that 1917 was upsetted by Parasite. Yeah. But these Oscars looked very different because they were at a different location and COVID, we're still in the pandemic. But there are 23 categories, and I gotta tell you, I gotta be honest, I did not do as well as I did last year with my predictions. This year, I only got 4 right. Last year, I had all of them but 2 right. But I'm not gonna go through every one. I'm just gonna hit a couple highlights, the ones that I got right. Soul, animated feature, I called that one. I knew Soul was gonna take it. Visual effects, Tenet. Of course, it's a Christopher Nolan joint, and they just hit out of the park with that one. Actor in a supporting role, Daniel Kaluuya with Judas and the Black Messiah. He won, and I called that one. And the last one that I called was actress in a leading role, which was Frances McDormand for Nomadland. Called that. My bad. Cinematography. Can't leave out that. That's one of my favorite categories. Last year it went to Roger Deakins for 1917. Making that one shot happen, the one shot wonder. Yeah, well, this year it went to Mank, starring Gary Oldman, a black and white film. So that's interesting. But some of the upsets and some of the interesting things that went down, Best Picture did not go to Mank like I thought. It went to Nomadland. So that was interesting. And Best Picture category was not last, like it normally is. Best Picture was third to last, followed by Actress in a Leading Role, which Frances McDormand won. And last but not least, this was the big shocker of the night, people. This was Actor in a Leading Role. Now, normally this isn't last, so that's the first odd thing. But it was last. And then here's the big kicker. So here's where the nominees for Best Actor in a Leading Role. We had Riz Ahmed for The Sound of Metal, Stephen Yeun Minari, Gary Oldman for Mank, Sir Anthony Hopkins for The Father, and Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P., for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. And I had him as the winner. I think everyone had him as the winner. And seeing as how they put it last, it's like he was sure to get it, and everyone was thinking, oh, they're going to honor him at the end, having it be the final conclusion, this epic moment at the end of the Oscars. No, you would be wrong if you thought that. No. In fact, Sir Anthony Hopkins for The Father won. And I don't know his exact age, but he's in his 70s or 80s. And where he is a legend, he is a legendary actor. He's been in all kinds of films and won awards. But everyone, including myself, thought Chadwick, R.I.P., was going to get it. But no, Anthony Hopkins, Sir Anthony Hopkins, won for The Father, playing a guy that has dementia. All I'm saying is he must have had one hell of a performance to win, to take the Oscar home. Insane. But everyone took to Twitter to voice their opinions. Insane, because everyone thought Chadwick was going to get it, including myself. But no, Anthony took it in an upset. And that, my friends, is your Oscars breakdown. Bryce, back to you.
Thanks, Kane, for that. And yeah, it was definitely a very interesting Oscars. I mean, they had the whole Chadwick Boseman scenario where they were clearly trying to hype up that category, and they left it at the end. They were marketing it, and then just kind of baited people, and he didn't win. And so it's not really like the problem isn't really the fact that he didn't win. It's that they were clearly baiting people to watch the Oscars because they were saving this for the very end. They were expecting some sort of tribute or something because he was going to win, and they were going to do a tribute to Chadwick Boseman, and then that didn't happen. It was pretty much just a huge bait and switch. And I mean, I guess luckily it didn't really work out for them because this is like the lowest rated Oscars ever. I mean, it's a very scummy thing to do in my opinion. I mean, not necessarily because I mean, if Chadwick Boseman didn't win, then he didn't win. But the way they went around trying to market the Oscars around Chadwick Boseman and saving that whole category for the end, whenever it doesn't usually go at the end, simply because he was in it. Like, I think that's pretty messed up. So yeah. I mean, yeah, the Oscars really need to step up their game apparently because that was not cool, and it was the lowest rated Oscars yet. So if that says something,
They didn't even break 10 million this year.
Yeah. So clearly their little scheme didn't work too well for them. So, but yeah, definitely a very scummy thing for the Oscars to do, and hopefully they can do better next year. With that being said, we're going to take a quick break, and after this, Alec has got a segment on Star Wars The Bad Batch, a new show coming to Disney Plus on May the 4th, coming up.
At First National Bank, we are committed to providing our customers with superior customer service. Whether in person or over the phone, our goal is to provide a positive customer experience each and every day. Give us a call or stop in one of our local branches today.
I think what makes Wabash better than any other college is that it's a small, close-knit community, and it offers a lot of different classes with a lot of different teachers.
What makes it better is the hands-on training. The teachers really want you to succeed.
It's such a different kind of community than what a big college would be. I can go and walk down the hall and I know like 7 different people. And so I think it's just the sense of community that you get from a smaller college.
No matter what your favorite show is, News Channel 15 has you covered. Now available on Roku and Apple TV smart devices. Now, more of the Film Reel with Alec Vaughn.
Hi everyone, welcome here to the Film Reel here on News Channel 15. I'm Alec Vaughn, and it's almost May the 4th day here in a couple weeks, and today I decided to talk about Star Wars The Bad Batch. Alright, Star Wars The Bad Batch focuses on 5 clone renegades, Smash Mouths. The leader of the group is called Hunter. Echo, who's a famous clone during the Clone Wars series, who was presumed dead, is also a member of the group. And he's like another technician guy. Tech is the other technician guy. He's really smart, and he does a lot of the translations for the group. And the sniper guy in the group is called Crosshairs, and he's a really good sniper. And Wrecker is like the big guy in the group, and he's always Smash Mouth and always wanting to break stuff. And so it's like a good group of squad clone troopers. The events in the Bad Batch occurred during the events between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. Order 66 has just commenced, and most of the Jedi population is dead. And the Empire's becoming the Republic, and they're looking to expand the Empire a little bit. And Moff Tarkin also makes an appearance here in the Bad Batch from the trailer that we've seen. And the story, from what we've seen in the trailer, focuses on all 5 members of the Bad Batch trying to escape the Empire because it looks like they're going rogue. And it's going to be a really fun show to watch, in my opinion. The first episode is going to be about 70 minutes long, and it's going to premiere on May the 4th. And the second episode, I believe, is going to be premiered on May the 7th, and I'm really looking forward to that. And we here at News Channel 15 have been doing a lot of blog posts, and the blog post I'm working right now is going to be on the Bad Batch, and I'm going to give reviews on it, like what you need to know before you watch the series. And I'm hoping to get it posted within the next 2 weeks. Really looking forward to it, and that's going to do it for me here at News Channel 15. I'll see you later.
Thanks, Alec, as always, for that. You can check out Star Wars The Bad Batch next week on May the 4th. So that is going to be a lot of fun. And I heard Alec is actually going to be doing a story on that on bashradio.com. So definitely stay tuned to bashradio.com to check out some of the blogs that we've been doing. We've been doing a lot of those here lately. So it's been a lot of fun. With that being said, we're going to take one last quick break, and then we've got some trailers to show here on the Film Reel.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.
I think what makes Wabash better than any other college is that it's a small, close-knit community, and it offers a lot of different classes with a lot of different teachers.
What makes it better is the hands-on training. The teachers really want you to succeed.
It's such a different kind of community than what a big college would be. I can go and walk down the hall and I know like 7 different people. And so I think it's just the sense of community that you get from a smaller college.
No matter what your favorite show is, News Channel 15 has you covered. Now available on Roku and Apple TV smart devices.
Welcome back into the Film Reel. Here's a look at some trailers.
Quanta fretta, ma dove corri? Dove vai? Se ci ascolti per un momento capirai. Lui è il gatto ed io la volpe. Stiamo in società.
Wow, Luca. That was hard to watch. You, coming?
Noi ti puoi fidare.
We do not go anywhere near the surface. Got it?
Everything good is above the surface. Walking. Air! The sky, clouds, the sun. Whoa, don't look at it. Just kidding. Definitely look at it.
Have you ever gone to the human town?
Yeah. I'm kind of an expert.
Hey, little hands!
Someone got lucky today,
Hey, leave them alone! Hop on.
Go start a club for losers.
My name is Julia Marcavaldo. We underdogs have to look out for each other.
What's under the dogs?
This is my dad.
What do you think he kills with those?
Anything that swims.
Your life is so much cooler than mine. There's a million things you think you can't do. All you need is a chance to try.
Something's fishy with you two.
This is too dangerous. Lucius!
I know your problem. You got a Bruno in your head.
A Bruno.
Say, Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Louder. Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Can you still hear him?
Nope, just you.
Good. Now hang on.
Silencio Bruno.
What's wrong with you, stupido?
You do it now. Just say the thing.
What's wrong with you, stupido?
There's a place for us somewhere, a place for us.
That was a look at Disney Pixar's Luca and Steven Spielberg's West Side Story. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
That is not something that I would expect Steven Spielberg to direct, but he is.
I was so confused. I was like, what is this? Because I was just like, I'm like, what show would be coming out that is like around this story? And it's West Side Story. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Definitely an unexpected twist there. That is not something. Steven Spielberg, obviously, West Side Story.
Yeah.
Like Ready Player One, I was like, yeah, that's a Steven Spielberg movie. But yeah, West Side Story was definitely a very interesting. I was surprised to see his name attached to it. So it almost makes me even more intrigued to see. Okay, what's his Steven Spielberg?
His idea for it?
Yeah, what's a Steven Spielberg West Side Story movie look like? So. I'm kind of looking forward to that one. And Disney Pixar's Luca looks like it's going to be coming out on Disney Plus, similar to what they did with Soul back in December. So seems like it worked for them. It's not going to be on their stupid Premier Access where you have to pay $30. It's just if you have Disney Plus, you get it. Like what HBO Max does with all of their films. So definitely. Less scummy way of going about it, I think. I think if you're paying for a subscription, you should be able. I think if you pay for a subscription, you should be able to watch the stuff that's on the service. I don't think there should be a DLC for streaming services. That's just my point of view on it. But so you'll be able to watch Luca on Disney Plus if you have a subscription whenever it comes out. It didn't say anything about Premier Access, so that's awesome. And yeah, it's like a human fish movie. So the humans that can turn into fish, I guess. It looks kind of cool. I really like the colors, but yeah, I think that concludes our discussion on the trailer. So that being said, everybody, we have got a 1-hour special episode for next week. It's the finale. It's episode 50. It is going to be amazing, and we cannot wait to give it to you guys. Kane Jones will be here. John Freeland will be here. It is going to be an awesome, very special episode of the Film Reel to wrap things up here. With that being said, that is going to do it here on the Film Reel. Stay tuned next week for episode 50, the finale of the Film Reel. I am Bryce West. This is John Freeland. Have a great night.
News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station.